You see that smell? I said, you hear it? I said, you see that smell? Can you smell it? Said the smell, you can see, you can hear, you can feel, because compost is everything. That's how we keep it real. Said I got to make you remember this flow. Black gold, black gold, black gold, black gold. In the stories is told in the soil. Compost is really just such a spiritual experience.
Composting is really magic.
Compost just helps me, like, in a concrete jungle to feel very connected.
It's nature's way of recycling.
This compost life here, you know you gotta respect it.
New York City, the Empire State turned compost state, where composting is now as easy as plopping it outside your door thanks to the city's new curbside compost collection program.
The largest composting program on the planet.
We all get to participate in it regardless of like our socioeconomic status, regardless of our neighborhood that we live in.
Which is exciting for curious New Yorkers.
I don't compost, but I'm looking forward to doing it this year.
What happens with our waste, like you put it out on the curb at night and then it goes away and you have no idea, you just know that it's not on the curb anymore.
That's something Dior St. Hilaire, AKA Green Fiend, is educating the community on through hip-hop.
Know before you throw, just go, go. Know before you throw and hold. I think people just have more questions than anything. We're like trying to gear people up to get excited, you know.
Before curbside existed, she started a community compost operation that collects and processes food waste locally.
People are probably like, what is that smell? A beat for your beat. I gotta get a beat for the bee. It's a beat on a bee and an avocado seed. I've never been able to not convert anybody into like a compost lover.
And even though she's got a flawless record, it's no small task.
Like little pigtails.
We really need to win New Yorkers' hearts and minds to participate, and you know that takes more than a bin standing someplace, because you know that bin is not going to interact with people. It's groups like ours who really can do education.
That's Christine Dotz Romero, the street-proclaimed pioneer of NYC composting.
We are a lot more aware now that climate change is something that we really need to deal with. Once you see the end result of composting, you're sort of sold.
But while the end result of community composting looks like this, curbside collection, which includes the city's smart bins, sometimes ends up like this. So it can be turned into methane to heat homes.
It's a little bit deceiving because, you know, the smart bins say compost on it. So if you think compost, you're thinking about, oh yeah, compost pile, food scraps being turned back into soil.
But it's not actually becoming soil. It's becoming a stinky bioslurry that boosts methane production at what some call the fart factory in Brooklyn.
It's probably not the highest use that I could imagine.
Some New Yorkers still don't like the mystery of where their waste goes, but others are gonna choose curbside convenience.
I just really hope will happen here in New York City is that we will invest some energy into really finding more places where we can do true composting.
That is, more actual compost piles like in Staten Island versus fart factories.
The role that we still play, and that's so important, is to do the educational part.
Because if we compost, we'll help the world smile a little bit better. I really think that giving people access that normally didn't, what you do is you, again, you're supporting what environmental justice looks like. Everything that we do, we can fake it. Compost, the whole community is elated.